Good morning, my XRP army, my tribe, everybody out there in YouTube land. Hope you're all doing well this Sunday morning. You're going to want to stick around for this one. I'm going to read some comments. First of all, I want to welcome the mighty Joe Caswell of Caswell Knives. If you don't know his product, go check it out. Down below, he left a comment, and if you link through that to his video, his YouTube channel, also his website, he produces some incredibly well-crafted knives, and he is the author and inventor of the morphing karambit, which has been much copied but never replicated. And just check him out. Check out his channel too. Give him a thumbs up. He's an awesome guy. I know him well. He's a good brother in Christ too. So some of the comments from yesterday's video, which was why hasn't XRP gone to the moon yet? And today Todd Bowley, I've been put on my glasses, right? Yep. C says, I'm new here. Why does it feel like every XRP video is hyped up? Is that just the community vibe, or should I be looking more at Bitcoin? Yeah, you should look at Bitcoin. I'm not saying you should go buy Bitcoin over XRP or you should buy Bitcoin, period. But you should look at Bitcoin's history. What happened to Bitcoin? So if you knew about Bitcoin in 2011, and you heard the hype around it, and then you heard all the laughter around it, which would you have chosen? The laughter? The hype? Or would you have looked into it and looked way down the road and said, yeah, there's a future there. I'm going to pick some of that up. And held it to today. Where would you be? I have a little Bitcoin, not a lot. I have a Bitcoin story. Check out my videos for my Bitcoin story. It'll make you cry. But it also gives me great conviction as to why Bitcoin is important to understand the history of it and the story of it. And not just that, but how people treated it. And then fast forward to today. I only have 400 XRP and still buying. And that is from Milgo467. Welcome to the channel. And that's not a bad amount. That's not a bad amount. I'd say keep stacking. And Michael Gall, good morning, welcome. And he says, 45 likes. This must be a personal best. And by the time I responded to it, it was 55 likes, and I think it's 74 now. Anyways, thank you to everybody to hit the like button and the comments, and I hope you share it out to your friends and people you care about, and even people you don't care about. It would be nice to see the little people get a leg up, and that's really what I kind of see XRP doing for people, elevating them from where they are today into a higher financial status. And be good people when you do that. Jack Don says, because it's a scam. No, it's not. If you say XRP is a scam, you do not understand financial systems and how they operate and how they die. That's what's really important, is understanding how fiat currencies meet their fate. What is their cycles? What happens during those cycles? And do any of them get away from that cycle? Hint, not a single one has ever gotten away from the cycle. We're talking fiat currency systems. And if you understand that, you understand that something else will come out of the ashes of this one. Not a scam. We have my G-Man 68. And he said, oh, I wish I'd expanded it out, but he made a really good comment where he said, if your coffee money is worth hundreds of thousands, it no longer is coffee money. What happened during alt season? Wouldn't the money be, and he said something, I'll paraphrase from this point forward, wouldn't the money be better spent if you jumped from, let's say, sell your XRP and you go into Ethereum, Ethereum goes up 100%, you sell the Ethereum, you go back into XRP, XRP goes up X amount, you sell that. And, in other words, day trading, essentially. And yes, you can do that. And there are channels that will teach you about that. Stockmo is one of them. He runs a good channel for educational purposes, I guess you could say that. There are a lot of books you can buy. I day traded in 2008, 2009 collapse. I was day trading Ford stock. I did extremely well. Ford was reliably trading, fluctuating, I should say, between 77 cents and $1.25 on a 48 to 72 hour basis. And I was making money on the upticks. I could have made money on the downs also, but I chose not to put puts on. And I made an incredible amount of money. And then I lost it. Most of it. And that is exactly why I am not jumping between coins. My XRP fund is my XRP fund, and I set it off to the side. It goes in the cookie jar, and I put it on the shelf, and that's where it stays. Other things I play with. I have bought a couple of meme coins, made a little money on them. I know, there's shame on me, right? The whole concept of my channel here is to get people to change their relationship with their finances from one of being a slave to your money to making your money your slave. So yeah, you can go and day trade. Stockmo is one of those that is really big into trading on a almost daily basis, I guess. And he'll sell you courses. But you could also buy my course instead. Oh wait, I don't have any courses to sell you. Economic Ninja is also one who remains very nimble, and you can take his trading courses. You can take a lot of day trading courses. The concepts are the same. The same inputs are there, the same outputs. Human nature is the same. It doesn't change whether you're talking about stocks or crypto. The tendencies are all the same, except that crypto tends to happen on a much shorter time scale, and it's more volatile, and it trades 24/7. So you get to be on pins and needles for 24/7. My XRP gives me comfort because I know the financial system of the world must evolve, and it's going to evolve. And XRP is going to be what it evolves into. Blockchain technology. XRP is furthest down the road, so I say it gets to the finish line first. This from Human Thing to Do. 7891, and thank you so much for the awesome uplifting. He says, might be he, I don't know, he or she, I don't know. Your channel is awesome. I love the homemade intros. Please never change that. It's so true and real, and it feels original and organic, non-GMO, lol. And then again, I didn't expand it, but one of the best comments I've ever gotten, one of the most encouraging ones. Thank you so much for that. And then Raflo Paulus, 1633, said, why is XRP dumping while the rest of the market is going up? And I went and checked right then, and XRP was not the only one dumping, and the rest of the market wasn't going up. At least the cryptos that I checked, they were all in a downward trend. XRP was down 6%, Bitcoin was down 1.96%, something like that. Yeah, so what? So what? It goes up and it goes down. What's going to happen is the lows will become higher and the highs will become higher over time. It's going to do this, like that. And if you sell your XRP, you don't get that. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I know that is shocking to you, but I'm not a financial advisor. Oh yeah, I didn't go far enough. My G-Man, your coffee money is worth hundreds. If your coffee money is worth hundreds of thousands, it is no longer coffee money. What happened during alt season? Wouldn't the money be rotated from Bitcoin to Ethereum to the alts? You also didn't mention the ETFs that will be coming. I also didn't mention a whole lot of other things that wouldn't be coming. Very good comment, G-Man 68. My G-Man 68. Yeah, you can rotate through those things. If you do your homework and you're diligent and you are consistent and you are smart and all those things and educated and attentive, yeah, you can. My channel's not about that. Oh, All I had to do was switch over one and I would have got the whole thing. Said, non-GMO, this is going back to human thing to do, non-GMO lol. You are correct about everything. I stopped talking to people about digital assets a long time ago because I got tired of being laughed at. Patience is key to success. You're absolutely correct. Put your XRP in a coffee can and set it up on the shelf. And Derek, the producer, says, welcome to the channel. And he says, because they are manipulating the price. That's the only reason it could be. XRP should be high double digits by now. I agree with you 100%. Anybody that thinks any asset that can be manipulated is not being manipulated to the extent that it can be manipulated is seriously lacking in brain function. Enough. And you know what? That's enough for this one. I'm going to do another video because I don't like getting long-winded. God bless you all and have a great Sunday. I'm Joe Crypto Knight and you are not. But don't forget to go check out Go Caswell's site. God bless you all. Bye.